Hey, y'all. Hey, good morning. What a beautiful day it is to be a child of God. And who didn't know that? Y'all, want to share something with you on today because some things happened this past weekend, and I know that God is still doing the work in me and in my life, right? Because as I grow nigh to Him, He grows nigh to me, and He starts to prune my life so I can continue to bear fruit. Now, mind you, before I gave my life completely to Christ, I gave everything in me, sold out, celibate, doing everything for the Lord. Christ is my life, right? God started to separate me from people to protect my spiritual growth, and I wasn't ready. And the reason why I wasn't ready is because I didn't know that nobody was exempt. I thought that if I had been friends with this person for so and so long, they wasn't leaving me forever, we locked in. I did never think that it would be a family, that God would prune me from places, things that God would take or remove out of my life, right? I figured, if they was doing bad stuff, then we had to separate because that's what the word said. Because as I read and I seen what God's word said, I knew that some places and some things and some people I couldn't be around. The Bible tells us, "Don't let our good morals be evil spoken of." So I was saying that, separate yourself from the unclean, so I can receive you. I was saying that, and so I didn't realize that would take a toll on me. It was the residue that was left behind, the memories that I had, thinking that, that I would be with these people regardless if they were in agreement with my lifestyle. See, that's not what it is. God doesn't play like that. See, the Bible tells us that Jesus is the true vine, but our Father is the husbandman. He comes and purges us so that we can bear more fruit. And if we're not bearing fruit, then we're thrown away and withered, right? But if we remain in Jesus, we're going to bear fruit. And so that was a hard concept for me to grasp. You know, just seeing how God wanted to protect me and I wasn't protecting myself. See, God knows if we are able to protect ourselves. God knows if we're able to remove ourselves from certain situations. I call it nouns, person, places, or things. God knows if we have the strength to do that. So He'll give us the opportunity to do that by showing us certain things that we've already seen. But when we don't adhere to it, then He has to come in and do what He do. And then those that have an ear, let Him hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. And that be the hard part. Hey y'all, we're in John chapter 15 going to verse 1. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Every branch in me that does not bear fruit, He takes away. And every branch that bears fruit, He prunes, that it may bear more fruit. Y'all, we're in 2 Timothy chapter 3 going to verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying its power, and from such people turn away. Y'all, we're in Proverbs 22, verse 24 and 25. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man do not go, lest you learn his ways and set a snare for your soul. Hey, y'all, we're in Amos chapter 3, going to verse 3. Can two walk together unless they are agreed? You guys, God commands separation from toxic influences to protect our destiny. He said if they have a form of godliness, from such turn away. How can two walk unless they agree? What good is righteousness with unrighteousness? What good is a believer with a non-believer? What good is darkness with light? They have no fellowship. And sometimes it takes us a minute because we so used to people saying, well, they acted funny, they went through. Well, God told us that we have to do certain things because He's trying to protect us. He's trying to protect our spiritual growth, not trying to say that we're better than anybody. That's not the case. But He knows that our feelings get hurt. He knows that we can go back to our vomit. He's trying to protect our spiritual growth and our destiny because He knows those people, places, and things will hinder us. And don't forget that God was in rooms that we were not in. I hope that helps somebody. Have a blessed day.